Hi, this is Courtney Long, angel communicator and life purpose intuitive. Welcome to this week's Angel and Fairy Insights for the week of June 5th through the 11th. We are working with the Return of Spirit Oracle cards by Cheryl Lee Harnish. And as I'm shuffling the cards, I'm calling on our angels of light and fairies of light and God, Source, Spirit Universe, asking for guidance for the week. This is so funny, I'm being guided to pull out these two cards from the middle of the deck. Ooh, and the first card that comes is Divinity. Divinity. Oh my goodness. And if you look at this image, you can see it almost looks like, I feel like the first thing I see are these kind of angel wings. It almost feels the sense of calling forward your divinity. And the Archangel Michael is really coming in very strongly on this one. And the angels are tapping you on the shoulder, saying to remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember the divinity within you. Remember that you are beautiful. You are whole and complete. There is nothing wrong with you. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. And the angels are saying to call out any fears that you have or any self-doubts that you have. Call them out and speak to them. And it reminds me of last week's message of having like clearing the fears and looking at your fears and discerning which of them have any foundation in reality, which of them are just illusions. But right now what the angels are saying is to nurture your fears and to talk to any fears and soothe yourself and just say, hey, I have these self-doubts or these fears, and hey, that's okay. Surround them with love. So this might involve a bit of journaling this week. It might involve a bit of talking to yourself or talking to someone that you love, a trusted friend or counselor or life coach. But really looking your fears right in the face and smiling at them, loving them. But this is the way that you're going to move through those fears in order to powerfully fulfill your divine life purpose and take that next step that you're being guided to take. And the angels are also applauding you for all the steps that you have been taking lately, all the ways that you've been growing and shifting. They're showing me a flower growing and blossoming, and they're really just honoring you and helping you to have that next tool for how to move forward, how to feel more confident, and that is to look at the fears that come up and talk to them lovingly. And like, I'll just give you an example. They're showing me an example of, let's just say that you feel guided to step into spiritual teaching, but you tell yourself that you're not good enough. So you'd have a conversation with yourself, either writing or talking, and just say, okay, there's a part of me that doesn't feel good enough or is afraid that people might laugh at me or people won't take me seriously if I step into being a spiritual teacher, or there's a part of me that's afraid that I won't have anything to say. So just get out all your fears. It's a time of purging and getting out all these fears and just addressing them one by one. And just as though you had a friend coming to you and telling you that they have all these fears, what would you say to that friend? You'd probably give them some wise advice or some wise counsel. And so this is about giving yourself some wise counsel, or if you want to do this, again, with someone you trust and love, that can be a neutral, loving space holder for you, then work with someone on this. But this is so beautiful because it's really about aligning with your divinity. And that means no longer identifying with self-doubt and with fear. You're human. You're gonna have some self-doubt and some fear. This is so deeply ingrained and programmed within us. But it's about not identifying that way, but identifying as an empowered divine being. And if you felt completely divine, completely empowered, aligned with Source, aligned with God, aligned with Spirit and Universe, and just that energy of pure love, how would you be in the world? What would you do? How would you show up? How would you feel in every cell of your body? You are being called to remember who you are, to remember the divinity within. Remember that you are an earth angel. You are here to share love in the world, to be a messenger for the divine. And that really means feeling your own divinity and accepting it, embracing your authentic self. And the angels are just smiling. They're just showing me all these smiles, and the fairies come by and just sparkle lots of their fairy dust and glitter all around you and each of us. And they're just saying, just be gentle with yourself. come from a place of divinity and strength. There's nothing wrong with you. You are exactly who you are meant to be. And then they just show me a kick, and kick fear to the curb. Powerful. Oh my gosh, second card that came up for this week is right. And if you look at the pattern in this card, there's this really beautiful pattern, and what the angels and fairies are tuning me into is this opening right here in the center, that as you write, it opens up a space for transformation. And some of you are being guided to share your writing with others, and this is the time. It is time more now than ever. If you felt held back, or you've been holding yourself back, or you've been unsure if you should bring your writing to share with others, whether it's in a book or blog or social media posts, whatever it is, now is the time. There's a huge opening happening in the month of June, and this is so cool. I wish I could show you sometimes. Like, I wish I could show you the images that they show me. It's so powerful. So I try my best to describe them, but they just showed me this big, golden, almost like a sunshine, energetic opening up, and you stepping through it, and then it kind of closes. And it almost like takes you to a new world, a new existence, a very magical, loving existence where everything flows and flourishes, and it's so beautiful. And so your writing is a key to that. Your writing helps to create that opening, and there's an opening right now to help it be a very powerful time for writing. So some of you already know that it's time to share your book with others. It's time to write your book. It's time to share your messages in written form. Some of you, this writing message is about teaching and getting your class ideas into writing and into fruition as classes. Some of you, this is about writing for your own soul's expansion and your own self-reflection, just journaling and writing and communicating with the divine through writing. And it's pretty interesting that both of these cards came up together, because a lot of people right now, the angels are showing me right now, a lot of people are receiving nudges to write with the divine, to do channeled writing, automatic writing. There's a great book that I highly recommend called Writing the Divine by Sarah Weissman. And she goes through her whole process for how to do channeled writing with your angels and spiritual guides. And it's just so powerful. And they're saying also, in addition to writing, there's a really strong message of meditating, going within, and seeing what is going on in your internal landscape, and asking your angels and guides and fairies, if you'd like to, for guidance. And they're showing me, I'm not sure what it means yet, but they're showing me a bubble of light around that guidance. And okay, they're saying to really honor the guidance that you're being given, the guidance of your soul. And this is about really making a priority of your divine guidance, and saying that it's okay. I'm asking them to help me find the words to describe this. It's almost like, I don't know if this ever happens to you. I know it happens to me, where the angels will tell me something and I'll be like, yeah, sounds good, but I don't do it. I hesitate. I'm human, and I am stubborn sometimes. And so what they're showing is, if that happens to you, you're receiving some guidance, but you're not actually implementing that divine guidance. You're not actually taking action toward it yet, that this is a time to actually put it into action and to take your divine guidance seriously. So for instance, I've heard a lot of people lately saying they need better sleep at night, and they know they need to wind down earlier and get to bed earlier. So if you already know that, but you're not doing it, this is a really beautiful time this week to do that. And so this is a really powerful week to make some positive changes and honor your divine guidance, whether it's about your health, going to bed earlier, for instance, whether it's about your divine life purpose, whether it's about something that your soul needs for its own growth and expansion. And the angels are showing me a kite, and they're saying, set your sights higher and let your soul guide the way. Let your soul soar. Let your light shine. Let your soul guide your life. It's almost that energy of surrendering what your life was in order to what it's really meant to be. Surrender what your life looked like and allow what your life wants to be to come forward and create that with the help of your divine team, your angels, fairies, and guides. Beautiful. Yeah, okay, that is the message. That is so powerful. The angels and fairies are reminding you that they love you so, so much. They're there to support you. So as you're remembering your divinity and living from a place of divinity, living from your soul, ask your angels for help, and also ask them for messages that you can share through your writing, that's such a sacred space. And if you're not much of a writer, this could be a message for you about reflecting and taking time to reflect. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's the message for this week. I'm just checking in to make sure there's nothing else. Beautiful. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I share weekly messages about the Angels and Fairies guidance, and I'll be uploading some videos over the next couple of months with just some additional tips and insights and some information on how you can connect more with the angels and with the fairies. I also have a retreat coming up in Hawaii this October, and I'll be announcing the details very, very soon, but just to have that on your radar and see if you feel guided to an angel and fairy adventure in Kauai, Hawaii in October. I'm very excited about that. And then this week we have the 365 Life Shifts book signing and class event on Tuesday, June 6th. And then next week on June 14th in Phoenix, Arizona, we have the Angel Talk event with myself and Sunny Dawn Johnston. We're going to do all mini intuitive angel readings for you. It's going to be super fun and exciting. So I hope you can join us if you're in the Phoenix area. And I'm sending you lots and lots of love for your week. Enjoy writing and enjoy really connecting with your divinity. I'll talk to you soon.